So one of the most common questions I receive from clients that are doing an extensive amount of remodeling work is whether or not they should paint before or after the floors are done. Now, if you ask a painter this question, he will most likely tell you that he must go first. And if you ask the flooring contractor, he's gonna tell you that he needs to go first. So who's right? Well, neither trade wants to be the second one in and potentially damage the other one's work. It's always easier to go first. Well, we've been fortunate enough to work on a couple thousand remodeling projects over the past 15 years. And I would like to share with you the process that I believe has worked the best and is typically utilized by contractors we do work for. If you're painting the ceilings and or spraying the trim, definitely have this completed first, with the understanding that your trim will need to be touched up after the floors are finished. Painters in this case, unfortunately, need to make a couple of visits and they will come in first and last. And if you're painting the cabinets on site, we strongly recommend having the floors sanded, stained, and sealed before scheduling those painters. You see, touching up cabinets is much harder than touching up a floor, especially if the cabinet has a multi-layered faux finish. For this reason, schedule your painters after the floor work is completed. And if you're simply painting the walls, do this after the floors have been finished. It's easy to protect the floors with a ram board, and a painter will need to be scheduled to touch up the trim after the floors have been finished anyway. Scheduling the painter after the floors have been finished will save them a trip. Like many of these questions we're addressing, the answer really depends on the situation, and there's obviously a little bit of nuance. Most of the contractors we work with will have a sand, stain, and double coat the floor prior to having any of the paint work completed. It's easy to protect the floors by rolling out ram board once they have been sealed. This will allow the painters to safely complete their scope, and if they happen to get a bit of stain on the floor, it can easily be buffed out when we complete the final coat process. This process avoids a lot of rework and extra visits from both contractors, and it's also going to give you the best chance of having your painters and floor contractors coexisting peacefully. Hardwood flooring services have traditionally been inconvenient and very disruptive for consumers. Our certified tradesmen and turnkey systems remove the stress so that our clients can receive the high quality service they deserve and get back to life as usual as quickly as possible. Thanks for watching. If you're looking for more information about hardwood installation and refinishing, check out our blog page under the resources tab on KimminauFloors.com. Or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you'd like to schedule a consultation, please visit KimminauFloors.com and click on the Get Quote button at the top of the website.